Hello there, welcome in. This is episode 4 of our renovation of the town of Orville and Enshrouded. So let's take a break from the world, take a deep breath, get comfy, and let's explore somewhere quieter. I'm Seattle Witch, and this is our soft-spoken gaming series, Quiet Worlds for Noisy Days. All right, so for today, we're going to put this garden space together. I've mentioned this before, but these garden plots, these raised beds, we aren't actually able to make those, which makes me very, very sad. So we're going to preserve those. And I'm looking at this broken house, and I thought of making it into a garden hut, but it's kind of big for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this down and I'm going to build a smaller kind of garden shed there. All right, so let's get started. First thing I want to do is get rid of the ivy, just so I can kind of see what's happening here. I don't know that I need to get rid of the ivy on that since I'm going to be tearing it down anyway. Okay. Now, okay, so let's get rid of this terrain. And I'll be taking the dirt out of these and replacing it with better dirt that I can actually grow stuff in. And I can actually do that. I can actually do that now. So let's pick all these things. A lot of mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Do you like mushrooms? I put mushrooms in almost everything. If you could put mushrooms in it, I'm putting mushrooms in it. Okay, it's not going to let me take that. Oh, I can no, I don't want to dismantle that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the good soil on top of that soil. Because apparently, I didn't realize I couldn't remove the soil that's there. But it must be part of the, like part of the raised bed. So, because I do not want to get rid of the raised beds, I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay. And then this looks like shroud wood. Okay. Oh, it's not shroud wood. Okay. Let's remove those. Excuse me. This could be, my other thought is that it's conifer. Let's see if it's conifer. Okay, yes, it's conifer. All right. Oh. Need to be using, uh-oh. It's night. Do I have a bed on me by chance? No. All right. Want to see what the water feature out here looks like at night? How cool is that? Pretty cool. I think I'm going to put some lights on that as well. All right. Let's make it daytime. Just like so. Okay. If I can get up there from here. Whoa. Yep. All right. Okay. And then get our wall here. I have so many building blocks to like scroll through them to find what I'm looking for. And let's see. I don't know why that's higher. Let's get rid of that top one. There we go. Okay. And I think let's go ahead and tackle this now. No reason to wait. There we go. Overcorrecting. Okay. And then switch to this. Start taking down this rubble. Okay. All right. Now that I kind of got that, this is a little risky, but works really well if I don't mess it up. This is an effective way of getting rid of big things, but honestly, it can go wrong. Like, you can take too much, or sometimes it just doesn't want to work, and you have to like abandon it and do something different. Honestly, though, right now it's working as intended. Like I said, though, this game is very forgiving of mistakes or changing your mind. So you can't always, like, if you take too deep of a bite, which is really easy to do, and pretty easily go back, and if you do it quick enough, you can hit Y, and then you can essentially erase your last, I think it's 5 build things, your actions, your last 5 build actions. That's pretty nice. Okay. So now let's put in, let's see, what is this? The conifer. Conifer is actually one of my favorite building blocks because it's got some really nice detail on the sides. I like it quite a bit. I also do like the shroud wood quite a bit because it's like dark. I like how dark it is. Let's see, this is not going. Let's see. Let's remove that. Okay, I'm going to have to. Sometimes you have to kind of go in individually. Did I get it to work? Okay, it's fine. Let's see. Like that. And rid of these. Again, when sometimes physics doesn't matter in this game. Let's get rid of these. And this is super cute, but I can actually place those myself, so we can put those back. All right, I need to get a clear idea of what's going on over here. Let's take this stuff off. Okay. All right, I can see now. So oh, huh? Whoops. Was unexpected. Let's see. Okay, and then we get a nice little rainstorm. I love that. It actually rained here at my house today. It rained and we had pretty crazy thunder and lightning storm. We don't get a lot of thunder and lightning storms in Seattle, not compared to other parts of the country. So when we do, it's kind of cool. I'm just really surprised we didn't lose power. We usually lose power by neighborhood if it, like, anything happens anywhere in the state. I swear to God. In fact, we lost power last weekend for like 6 hours just because, like, there was no storm or anything. They were like, yeah, so equipment failed or something. I'm just like, okay. It's always something. Where I live is like an older neighborhoods. And so the infrastructure's kind of older. Oops, like the houses here are all from like the 70s and 80s when this neighborhood was built up. It was built up for Boeing workers. It's a lot of Boeing from back when Boeing was the biggest. Boeing used to be the biggest employer in the Seattle area. And so there's a lot of neighborhoods like this scattered around that were all built kind of at the same time, and in large part for Boeing employees. Now we're very high-tech, tech bro city, if I'm being real. In fact, the reason that my family lives here is because back in the, oh God, what would that have been? 40s, 50s, 30s? I don't know. My grandparents, they moved here from Long Beach, California, because my grandfather was a Boeing engineer. He worked for Boeing, and he worked for Lockheed Martin in Long Beach as well. Okay, let's see. So they moved here, and this was probably the 50s. And they bought a small house on Lake Washington in the Kirkland area, but it was called Juanita. And basically it was people that lived here or lived there, or live a little bit outside of there now, but it was like people would work in Seattle, and then they would have their families would live like on the other part of the lake in the Juanita area, and then the dads would come home and visit on the weekends because it wasn't easy to get across the lake at that time. Maybe it was early, maybe it was the 40s. I don't know. But it was like before the bridge and stuff. Okay, so I just looked it up, and the first bridge was built in 1940. So it's right around then. Oops. So that's where my dad kind of grew up. He grew up there, but he also, I think he lived in Long Beach until he was, I don't know how old he was, but maybe junior high age. And then, so they had the house on Lake Washington. And then when my parents were first married and I was born, in fact, they got married because I was on the way. One of those kind of situations. My grandparents gave them the house on the lake, and then my grandparents moved back to California. So yeah, so I grew up on Lake Washington. It was pretty nice. Not because we were like ultra wealthy, but because my grandparents were pretty wealthy and they gave my parents a house. After my parents got divorced, my grandparents sold the property like the house was like old and it had been a cabin originally, and then my parents added on to it. But it was still like very small. Very small. What am I doing here? And darn it. So when my grandparents sold, they were honestly just selling the land, and it was 2 full acres from the road down, and it was all forested pretty much except for where the house sat. And then below that to the water. A corporation came in and bought, they bought up like, I think like 5 or 6 houses or properties, tore them all down, tore all the trees down because they're all heavily wooded, and built like, I don't know, 15 or 20 multi-million-dollar homes. And this is back when multi-million-dollar home was saying something, you know, that was like impressive. Kind of crazy. All right, so this is looking pretty cleaned up here. Okay. Yeah. That looks pretty good. I'm really tempted to put a waterfall here, honestly. I could. Obviously. So, let me see. Where would I put it? I would want to do like... What's up there? Let me do this. Let me go take a look up there. Let's see. That's too high. Okay. Okay, can we get up there? Yes. All right. All right, so this is... Okay, here's our line of where we can build. Okay. So we're going to do a waterfall up here. I'd probably want to build something up, have it come down from here, and then come down here, and then I'd need to make a pool here, obviously. Just not sure if I want to do all that. Come on. I have to think about it. For now, let's do this, because I can do that at any time. I think it'd look cool, but it'd be a fair bit of work. All right. Let's see. Oops, starting to rain. So let's go ahead and put our fertilized farm soil in here so we can use this and grow stuff. God, I love the rain in this game. Doesn't that sound wonderful? wherever you are, there's a fair chance it's summer and very fucking hot. Excuse me. Very, very hot. Sorry. It's not that kind of video. Darn hot. So I think the rain is even nicer, isn't it? Anyone who's been in my Twitch stream knows I usually kind of cuss like a sailor. But trying not to so much for these. Different vibe. And I listen to a lot of ASMR over the years. I've been listening to ASMR since 2009, when a lot of the big ASMRists started. And you don't hear them swearing in videos. Okay. So what do we want to grow? Let's see. I'm going to get some stuff here to grow. Okay. I went and got some plants. So let's go ahead and get some things planted. Let's see. I usually like to do tall things against the wall. Let's do some corn. In this game, you do actually have recipes that you can make and food buffs that can help you, which is pretty cool. Okay, and then how about, let's do some tomatoes. Corn and tomatoes. Okay. Now here, let's do some ginger. The ginger in this game is absolutely gorgeous. And then this taro, which is shorter than the ginger. The ginger goes up very high, which makes it really cool to use on like different gardening displays. Okay. And then here, let's do coffee. So in this game now, with this last big biome update, we can now grow and harvest coffee. We can grow coffee and harvest the beans. And then we even have a grinder. It's very cool. All right. So with our coffee, let's do a few berry bushes. Who doesn't like berries? In fact, I have some raspberries in the refrigerator that I need to use up. I think I'm gonna make raspberry muffins. All right, so now we've got some strawberries. Nice. I'm not sure what I want to put in those last two, so I think I'll just think about it. We do actually have another garden in this map, or in this town, that I haven't shown you guys yet. So let's go over and take a look at that. It's very cool. How do you get over there? It's over there. So if you come over here, look at this. And this is rice. we can make rice. And what's even cooler is that we can, let's see. Yes, here. So we can open this gate. See where we've got this water here? And we can open this. And then it floods our rice patties, or whatever you want to call these. This is the ginger. Remember I was saying it gets tall and really pretty? Oh yeah, sugar cane. We should do sugar cane too. This rice is looking really good, actually. All right. Okay, so back to our project. We have so much to do still in this town. I love it. I always get kind of sad when a town's almost done because I just enjoy it so much. Okay, so maybe... where would we put some sugar cane? Sugar cane is big and tall. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take these tomatoes out. Okay, let's take those tomatoes out and let's put sugar cane in where the tomatoes were. It's quite tall, so it'd be good next to the corn, I think, and this large planter. Can we get any here? You know what? Let's put a little bit more soil there. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And then we'll put the tomatoes over here. Tomatoes seem like a likely thing. Oh goodness, my cats are getting a little rowdy. If you hear them, that's all it is. It's just my cats. If you hear a sudden loud noise, it's nothing to be alarmed. It's just my cats. Being noisy. They're running around with their toys. This little gardening hut thing that I wanted to build, that I built and tore down a couple of times because I didn't like it. I was starting to think that maybe I would like it more if it was made out of wood. So I was thinking about doing one out of bamboo. So I don't think I've ever made anything with bamboo. So I don't actually even know what it looks like. Oh, it makes a wonderful crunching sound though. When you build with it. Kind of sounds like skeletons, like when you kill skeletons. Killing skeletons in ARPGs is one of my favorite things because they always make that wonderful, crunching sound. Let's see. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do... And again, I'm making things up as I go along. Which means there's a fair chance that I will rip this down. But that's fine. Because for me, it's all about the journey. For reals though, it's about having fun and learning new things. Oops. Every time I build something in a game and I do something new, I learn new things and I love it. All right, and then let's put, you know, it might be kind of fun to put like a proper roof on this rather than a flat roof. Excuse me, that was terrible. Try that again. Okay, let's start from the front maybe. I know this isn't going to work. The more I'm thinking about this, I'm like, I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to try it, though. We're going to see. Is that too high? No, it's fine. All right. Let's see. All right. Now, if I grab one of these. Okay. All right. We're gonna have to do it this way. Oh, my stars. Okay. Yeah, I think if it wasn't quite so steep, I would think it was cute. But as is, I'm not loving it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do this. Let's make sure we get it. There we go. I'm kind of hating it, but I'm just going to mess with it for a few more minutes and see if I can salvage it. Okay. Let's see. Is it interesting? It's certainly interesting. Why is it so tall, though? It's not that tall. Let's see, what's the size? What's the size of a regular wall? Yeah. Yeah, we hate it. Bummer. Oh well. The sounds are nice though, right? Come on. Highlight for me. Some of these are being a little stubborn. Oh, did I do these individually? That's why it's being finicky. Okay, I'll just do it this way. All right. Let's do... last attempt. Make it smaller. There we go. Oh. What did I do? Oh, one's on the outside and one's on the inside. I like that. Right? Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at how it's got those things hanging there. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Trying to think if I can build shelves. Yeah, I can build shelves. I think we're going to do that. Since this is supposed to be like a gardening shed, I'm going to build some shelves inside of it. Okay, so let's see. Let's do them out of stone. Why not? Okay, so I can put stuff on there, and then there. And then let's do one across the back. Then I need to actually fill this in here. So I didn't go quite down far enough. Sure. Sure. Why not? All right, let's slap a roof on and call it good. Should I do it? Yeah, let's do a little taller. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't love it, but it'll do. It will do. Oh, that's right. I put a... let's just do this. Oh, yeah. I was thinking it was shelves across the front, and I was like, we don't need shelves across the front, but it's actually this shelf in the back. All right, I'll figure something out. It'll be good. Okay, so now let's what am I doing? Backpack. Here we go. All right, so let's put in a water. Let's put that right here, I think. Perfect. And then I want to put a little bit of stuff around this to make it look a little bit more organic. Let's do I have moss? Yeah, let's do moss. Yeah, okay. And then let's see, I need, ooh, a little lag in the game there. I need a table. I don't remember if I have tables here. Oh yeah, we have those kind. Could probably grab one of those. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Game is a little laggy tonight. Okay, so let's put, okay, and then put that like right here. And so this is our roaster. Let's see. So let's put the roaster here. And this is our grinder. We'll put the grinder up here. And this is, oh, this is our roaster. This is our roaster. What is this? This is our brewer. Right. Okay, so let's pick this up. Let's put the brewer, well, it's so big. All right, let's put another one of these here. And then, so if that's our roaster, we'll put our brewer here. And then the grinder here. Should we do them like, let's do them a little closer here. So put this there. And that there. I think. Or should they be on the ground? Are they just so big that they should be on the ground? I think these two are big enough. They need to be on the ground. So we're going to put these down here. And then what I'll do is I will put coffee cups and stuff on here. And then that'll make it look like more used or something, you know what I mean? Like more like it's part of it instead of just like sitting there awkwardly. Okay, so let's put our seed beds back down. Okay, we have 3, we have 4. All right, so let's put those here, I think. Nice. Oh, and then we have our, and then what is this? It's a kitchen, okay. And a barrel. All right. So let's put our beehive over here, I think. Or should we put it over here? Should we put it like here? Seems like a likely place for a beehive. Maybe here. Oh, you know what? Why don't I do this? Why don't we make like a little area here for the beehive? So I'm just going to bring this back just a little bit. Yeah, not too much. And then I will put down this here. Nice. Seems about the right size. And then we will put the beehive there with the smoker there. Yeah, that's cute, right? Okay, we need some lights out here, so let's go get some lights. All right, so let's do, I think orange lights. I think orange lights would be good out there. Oh, we got to do our scarecrow too. Okay, so we'll do that one, and we'll do one of these. And then maybe a green one too, or blue, or whatever this is. You have purple, blue, and orange. The purple, though, or the blue is kind of a teal blue. It's very pretty. All right, let's grab one of those. And one of those. Okay. Look at our coffee. It's so big. All right. So let's see. Let's try the orange. See how that looks. And then we can do we get a teal one of those? No, just an orange one. Okay. And then we can do a teal one out here. All right, and let's put a water. That should probably be over here by the well, yeah? Nice. You can actually drink from those. All right, well, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, the game's a little laggy tonight. Okay. Ultimately, I may bring the farmer here. Haven't really decided yet. And that's where we'll leave things for tonight. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Enshrouded. Wherever you are, I hope you're ending your day feeling a little more relaxed than when you started. Until next time, take care and sleep well.